Good morning, everyone. So today I want to go over a technique that addresses this iliopsoas. So the iliopsoas is this thick band. It originates into the low back, into the front of the hip. It's a hip flexor. We use it for sitting or for bringing our legs up. This area can often get tight. People who have low back issues, I find, are really tight in the psoas area. So to work on this area, I like to use these inflatable balls again that I give to my clients. If you don't have this, you can also try using a rolled up washcloth. These balls are really great because they're soft. They're not too soft, but they have a little bit of give to them. I don't recommend using a tennis ball or lacrosse ball, especially for this area. We're not going for mechanically aggressive tissue breaking. We're going for soft and ease and comfortability. So I'm going to show you two methods. The first method is going to be a little bit more gentle. So you can see if it doesn't do anything for you, then just stay tuned for when I show it to you on going onto your stomach where there's a little bit more pressure onto that area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get on our back. You want to find your belly button and go about an inch out and away from you. So it's not going to be onto the ribs, it's going to be kind of below it. Okay. So when you find that area, place your ball or your towel and place 2 hands on it to give a little bit pressure. And again, with any myofascial release, you're going to stay here for 5 minutes for an effective release. You might notice that it's tender at first, and then a minute or 2 goes by and you're like, oh, I don't feel it anymore. Keep going. You just went through one part of the tissue, so just keep staying there. So after that's released, try finding your hip bone, and you're going to go just inside it. And placing it there as well. And then again, if this doesn't do anything for you, if you feel like it's not tight at all, or there's no tension feeling, then you might want to turn over. So again, finding your belly button, going about an inch out and away, placing the ball or the washcloth there. And for me, at first, I always tend to prop up my arms because it can be a little too intense, but eventually I like to make my way down. There's a little bit more pressure. And try to relax into it. If it feels too intense, you can also bring your leg out like a frog position. That kind of alleviates the pressure. And make sure you're fully relaxed into this. Sometimes we can be bracing when we don't realize it. Like I just realized that the back of my glutes were all bracing for this, and we don't want that. We want to be completely relaxed. So if you find yourself bracing, adapt. Bring your leg up. Maybe you need to position your arms up at first. And again, we're holding for 5 minutes or longer until there's a release. And then once that's done, then you can bring it down to inside the hip. So finding the hip bone and going just about inside it and placing it there as well. Now, if you feel like this still isn't doing anything for you, you don't feel tense there, if you want a little bit more pressure, try bringing the other leg up, the opposite leg of where you're working on, that puts a little bit more pressure onto that area. Again, 5 minutes, checking yourself, your body, making sure it's fully relaxed into the position. And again, typically, like I said, we're holding for longer, but I don't hold throughout the video. So that is the Psoas release. So this one is one of my favorites, especially if I'm having some low back tension. This is a trunk stability muscle, so it's really important that we take care of it. All right, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know if you tried it. I'm really happy to hear. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.